ever. Don't ever let anyone make you feel less than. And please don't ever feel like you're superior to other people because you're not, nor am I. It's interesting for me because as I ask these questions and I wait, sometimes I wait a while before I get my answers. And today, or actually this morning, and then just a little while ago, I keep getting these images, these pictures in my mind is the way I get a lot of information. I get symbols, and oftentimes I'm shown the globe, the actual Earth, the globe itself. I've shown other planets at times and star systems and different things, but in this case, I'm being shown the Earth. And when I say, I mean the entire Earth, and it's spinning, so you can see all. I can see all the different continents, and I'm not real good in that, but in the spirit realm when I'm there, I understand what I'm seeing because they put this information in my head. So I'm seeing Asia, I'm seeing Europe, I'm seeing all these incredible places around the world. There's a lot of strife, there's a lot of chaos, and what I was seeing this morning, it almost looked like dragons above the earth, and they looked like they were flying and swooping and moving. And as they were moving, they were shifting. And to me, at first, I was like, wow, these are actual dragons. And then as they came more into focus, I realized they're really not dragons. They're some sort of angelic type beings that are watching very closely, watching what's going on the earth. And they're doing their best to just try to stay out of what's happening, but at the same time, as we're calling and we're asking for assistance, they're stepping up and showing up with many, many, many people, and they're bringing a message. And the message is, and I'm going to read this to you as best I can, the way I wrote it down. The message is, this morning I heard child, which is normally how I'm addressed, and it's focus on the inner world, not the outer world. The inner world is where we have power. We have no control over this outer world. So when I'm shown that, I understand that means to go within. That means to go to the spirit realm. That means to go into that place of silence, into that place of calm, usually very calm within. And if not calm, we practice the anchors, we practice meditation, we practice all these amazing techniques to help us get centered and balanced. And right now, it's never been more important to be centered and balanced. They said to focus on the inner world, not the outer world. I saw at one point, it was a very bright blue light and it came in like on a beam. And I know that's Archangel Michael's energy. And as he comes through, it looks like he's clearing cords and attachments and making a beautiful pathway for all of us to be able to connect and to get out of this fear that some of us are getting stuck in. So along with them, I saw three, it looked like three angelic beings. That's the best way I can describe them. At first, like I said, from a distance, it almost looked like dragons coming in. And then as they got clearer to me, it looked like more like a humanoid form, but with wings. So this is what I was told. We must request help. Never believe we're alone. It's all temporary. This is all a temporary as a dream. You will awaken one day into true reality. You are correct. You are an eternal being serving once again in a human form. Do not believe or accept the drama on this world's stage. It is as it is for dominance and control. Dark forces are fiercely working, manipulating because the shift that is coming before the shift of consciousness arrives. They are losing their grip. As humanity awakens, the light will expand and the darkness will be illuminated to be seen as what is the truth. Do not hesitate in prayer and holding the light, holding the space for healing. Continue, dear ones, move your body, sing, dance, laugh to allow the energies to expand into your entire being. New gifts are coming. Make a way for those. Never stop calling on us. And as always, it's Amma Salah. Um, that is how a lot of these visions, messages that I get end in Amma Salah. I was told just not too long ago, yes, as your vibration rises, people will shift out of your consciousness. Do not feel hurt or betrayed. at, release them with love, allow them to go. You are loved, you are worthy, you are perfect as you are. Just love you as you are. I thought this was the perfect um, message for today because, again, with all the stuff happening around the world, these drama, and I thought that was interesting. The drama in on this world's stage. So there's other worlds, yes, and this world's stage. And when I was in my 20s, my son was a year old. He almost died. And we were at the hospital, and the doctors told my husband and I to make preparations, talk to our minister, whatever we believe, because we were going to lose our little boy. Well, we went to lunch. And as we sat at this restaurant in St. Petersburg, Florida, holding hands across the table, my husband told me that, if our son died, that he would probably have to go away for a while and regroup and just, take some time to heal and then come back. And as we sat there, I had a vision of us sitting on a stage, a big stage. It had curtains, the curtains open, and we were sitting on this stage and we were holding hands. And I knew there was an audience all around us. And I knew that we had played this part, this role before. We had rehearsed this, we had practiced this. And obviously we were really good at it because at the end of it, I didn't see who they were, but there was clapping and applauding. And it was like we had accomplished this great goal. And as that happened, once again, I understood that this isn't the first time that we've been here. We are spirit beings having this incredible human experience. However, we've played a lot of these parts out before. We knew what we were coming into. We agreed to this, believe it or not. And it is imperative that we remember that in the times that we need to. A lot of people tell me as we come in, our memories are erased. I've heard all different things. I do know that in visions that I've had where I have communicated with very high beings, of love and light. And at one time, I had a clear vision with Jesus, the love, the homesickness that I felt, the energy around that. When I came out of that vision, I was depressed for 3 days, almost suicidal. I wanted to go home. And I realized at that time that that is a love like no other. It transcends no other. And that is my home. That's where I come from. Not this earth, not this place, not Florida, not Tennessee, not this place, but from this beautiful spiritual home. And those were my people, beings, tribe, whatever you want to call them. And that my light is part of that light. So, as they said in this message today, do not believe and accept the drama on this world stage. That reminded me, oftentimes my guides give me information that connects me to old information just to let me know we're the same ones. This is confirmation that this is really us talking to you, Renee, and this is truth. This is where it's coming from. Because, everything we hear, everything we see is not always from a positive source. And this is definitely the most beautiful positive source. As I get this message and I share it with you, I become emotional because, guys, we belong to something so beautiful and amazing. And I know we signed up for this. And I know sometimes it's so hard. Please never give up. Please never think you're alone. Always call on your guides. Always call on your angels. God, sit in meditation, sit in prayer, spend time in silence. If you can, get in a tub of water. If you can't go to a body of water somewhere, get in a salty bathtub, throw some essential oils in there, light a candle, just love yourself, and remember, you're not some little human here. You're amazing, a magical, incredible, spiritual being that is so phenomenal and so important to this place right now that without you and your part, this could never be. So for these blessed people who take themselves out or, God forbid, die too soon and we think they're gone, because it's too soon. I think the truth is they just couldn't continue for some of them. The others, they're needed on the other side to help this group of people that are coming fast, we are transitioning. We're losing a lot of people due to illness and sickness and medical treatments and war and crime and all of it, but it seems to be escalating. And it is, it really is. But here's the facts: those people are back home, they're safe, they're content, they're not over there gnashing their teeth and worrying and wringing their hands because it's like they just walked through a door. And they're just waiting for us to walk through the door. And it might be 50 years before we go from here. But over there, it'll be like just a snap and we'll be there, and they all know that. And if you channel or if you're in that realm and you do that work, this is true. And for you that don't, feel it in your heart. I always tell you, put your hands on your heart, ask yourself the question: does this feel true? If it does, accept it. If it doesn't, throw it away. I'll never try to convince you of anything. But do remember, you are an eternal being and you have such a huge part here. And if you ever feel like you're in doubt of that, just close your eyes and tune in. And as they said, it is so important when we're thinking about the outside world and it's starting to get to us and stress us out. Let's go to that inner world, because when you're in fear, you can be controlled, you get hurt, have accidents, bad things happen. When you're in love and awareness and you come from your heart center and that third eye and that connection to source, you cannot be led, you cannot be fooled, you will not get hurt. Y- you can walk through anything and you're fine. And if you've had this experience like I have and you're connected to the other side, you know that this is temporary. This is just temporary. And and one day we will be back there and we will be in true reality. This is kind of like a stage. This is like a theatrical play. And if we can just remember that, to know that we don't have to get so caught up in it. We can pray and we can be centered and we can love people, and hey, we can serve. We need to serve, and hold that light, hold that space. And, let's pray for everybody instead of praying just for, a certain group of people. Let's just pray for everyone. And let's pray that this light shines so bright that it shows what's happening, the truth, the darkness in the souls and the evil in the world. And it illuminates them to the point that we just blast them right off this planet, blast them right off this planet. That's my prayer, that God's will be done, that this will be taken care of, the innocent will be protected, and the ones that are being taken away now, that they'll be safe and back home in the arms of their creator, and everything will be blessed as it should be. So, being Reset Wednesday, ask yourself, how has your day been? Has your um, week been pretty good so far? Are there things you would like to shift and change? Do you feel a need to remove something from your life? Is there some things going on that you're not comfortable with? How's your health? Are you eating electric? Are you eating healthy live foods? Or are you eating more processed, dead stuff? Because if you are, it's going to take that energy away from you. It's so important. My lemon buddies out there still doing it, right? For us to drink our lemon water every morning, put that lemon juice in that glass with that beautiful clean water and drink that water and consume that energy and get rid of the waste instead of the weight. The weight goes with the waste, 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 toxins. If you got a belly and you're worried about your gut, maybe you're not that big and you just have a gut. It's toxins, it's waste, it's poop, it's stuff that you don't need in there. Drink your lemon water, eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, eat electric. Get it as fresh as you can. If you can't get it fresh, get it frozen, whatever you got to do. I know in certain places in the world, they're not as privileged and they can't just, run to a store and grab whatever. So do the best you can, absolutely. And I'm not going to tell you not to eat, meat ever, because I don't believe that. I think at times we need it, and I believe at times some people need it more than others. But you need plenty of clean water. You need loads of fresh electric foods. And when you eat that way, you'll feel electric. The more healthy and electric you eat, the more joy you'll have in your life and your being, the more centered and balanced you'll be. It's just incredible how you can do little things to change the way you feel and the way your health is. Are you sleeping? Do you sit up all night long playing games or watching TV or reading or whatever? Just try to change your schedule so that you can get more healthy quality sleep in the proper time. Some of us have weird work hours. Do the best you can, to take care of yourself. Sleep the hours that you need. You got to take a nap, take a nap. Whatever you need to honor your beautiful spirit self, do that. Nurture yourself. Get out in nature. Go for a walk, hug a tree, sit under a tree, pick a flower and sit there and really look at it and be with it. Be mindful in that moment. Have you ever sat in the grass and just felt the ground underneath your fingers? And just allow yourself to feel that energy of the planet itself. It's a great thing to do. Put your hands flat down on the earth and pray and send the energy back to Mother Earth and ask her to heal you as well. And just whatever it takes to show yourself kindness and love. It's always been so much easier for me to give to other people than myself. And the older I get, the more I realize that I really should have took better care of Renee. No one's going to care for you like you will. People will love you and they'll be there for you sometimes. But when it comes right down to it, only you know what you need. Not your doctor, not your minister, not your husband, your wife, your mother, your children, you. You know what you need. Well, so what do you need? Reset Wednesday. What do you need? Ask yourself that. Again, as the guide said, dance, sing, move your body, because as you're feeling all this energy coming in, especially all the intuitive people and the empaths, they get this. The other ones, if you're having headaches and odd body pains that come and go, and a lot of emotional upheaval, I've had a lot of that, like just old stuff comes up and you're just like, and you're just so you just got to get it out, of yourself. Then do that, maybe write it on paper and take it to the sink and throw it in the sink and burn it. Get rid of it, whatever it is, to reset yourself. And this ain't just about Wednesday anymore, guys. This is forever long term. So every day, wake up, tell yourself you're beautiful, you're amazing, you love yourself, get a plan, get out of bed and get going, whatever that is for you. Spend time with little kids if you love kids and you have kids around you. And I hope you love kids because that's where it's at. Love the children and show them, teach them, play with animals. Go, if you don't have a dog or a cat, go volunteer at a smaller rescue center. Help some of those folks out. A lot of people are taking care of the animals in our world and they don't have enough help. And I've been there too. So, if you can't have a rescue center and you can't do that, well, go help one, go walk a dog or go rub some dog's belly and, make its day or, whatever. Maybe go clean some kennels, buy some dog food, go feed them, just whatever you can do. Sit in a nursing facility and read a book to someone who can't read, or maybe just go visit, get permission and go visit. Just whatever it takes to bring joy to yourself and others. Yourself first, because if you're empty, you can't give. Don't give from an empty vessel. That would just drain you. So fill yourself up, get empowered, get happy, and just go, just get out there, guys, and shine your light. Y'all hear me sing that song, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, don't hide it. And don't care what people think while you're out there letting your light shine. If they think you're crazy, oh well, that's on them. Just, you do you. And as you do, just remember that you're never alone and you can always call on angelic assistance. They're there. They're always there. If you are looking for answers from, about someone who has passed, or if you're having challenges in your relationship or whatever, ask the questions, write them down on paper, close your eyes, hold that pen in your hand and just wait. Just wait and just know. And I guarantee you it'll start happening. Maybe slow at first, but the words will come, the feeling will come. Put your hand on your heart. If it feels good and loving, then go with it. And always give thanks. Always give thanks. It's so imperative that we give gratitude and just notice what you write. And if you do this regularly as a regular practice at the same time every day, Your angelic guides will come to you stronger. They'll come in and they'll help you understand. They'll give you clear information, just like they did me once again today. You know, I didn't always get information through writings. I used to just get it like in a clip, almost like a movie clip in my head, which I still do. But anymore, in the last, I don't know, 6, 7 years, it's been um, oftentimes it comes through actual writing. And when I ask a question, I see it. And then if I sit down and I start, with my pen in hand or pencil, um, I might have said this before. In the last few years, I've started drawing and using pastels or paints or chalks or pens or whatever. I was never into art. Actually, my teacher told me I was a terrible, worst artist she had ever seen, and I had zero talent. Well, I lost a dear person 10 years ago. And after that, I developed this gift for drawing. And I'm not perfect, but hey, it's something. And what's been happening to me lately is I draw world events before they happen. And sometimes usually I don't understand it. The horrible event in Hawaii, I was shown that days before. First, I was shown it as the beautiful place that it was, and then I was shown the fire and the destruction. So I'm sharing this because gifts come in all forms. And as I was just shown, that more gifts are coming. And I believe we're going to reach a very clear point where we won't need to use our mouths to communicate. We will telepathically speak to one another much more than we do now. And I don't know what the other gifts are. It's going to be exciting to find those. People believe many different things about what's coming in our future, but I know it's shifting. I know consciousness is shifting. Everything's rising up, and you can just feel it if you go out in the world. It's incredible. Here in Tennessee, the weather's so different. The plants are so different. The plants feel it. The animals feel it. Everything feels it. And if you're tuned in, you feel it too. And if you're not tuned in, you're feeling it. And you're probably feeling it like anxiety or fear or pain and concern. It's just shifting, guys. It's just shifting. We're just expanding. And as the guide said, we need to move our body so that we don't, we're just these little humans right now, but we're these giant energy beings. And I feel intuitively like our little bodies just can't hold all that energy. So we have to be able to move and be able to assimilate. That's what I'm looking for. Assimilate this energy as it comes in and as these gifts come in. Because it's like this glass is this size, and if you tried to pour a gallon of water in it, it's just going to overflow and make a terrible mess. Well, I better get a bigger glass, right? So that's what we're doing with our energy. So doing your breath work, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth 10 times as I talk about, it will help you get centered and balanced and calm. And then just, ask the questions, get your pen, do what you got to do. And remember, you can find me at Full Circle Wellness U. That's YOU, Full Circle Wellness U. On YouTube, you can find me at fullcirclewellnessu.net is my web address. Well, also Full Circle Wellness on Facebook, Renee Johnson on Facebook. It's Full Circle Wellness is probably the best place on Facebook. And, reach out to me and just anything I can do, set an appointment with me. I'd love to give you a reading and help you develop your intuition and your gifts. So, guys, have a beautiful night. It's never enough time. It goes by so fast. Thank you all. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, you're beautiful. Keep looking up. Don't let anybody take you down ever. And don't forget just to ask for guidance. Call me again, Full Circle Wellness. My number, 931-239-2592. I'd love to talk to you, help you get on this path or get you further along. And get ready, guys, because we are going to be developing some strong gifts, amazing gifts. And, don't be afraid. It's going to be exactly as it should be. And remember, it's this world stage that all this drama is being played out. And it's not real. This is an illusion. This is not the reality that we need to be focused on. Go within, build the mansions within. It's on the other side, guys. It's on the other side. Love yourselves, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Good night. I love you all. Bye bye.